Good morning, millennials. Good morning, Counselor Snitch.
Good morning, camper.
Counselor Snitch, I'm so excited you're here hosting with me today. I missed you so much, but I understand that you're so busy.
So busy. Are you going to be in camper the whole episode?
Not the whole episode, because I will spend some time as the American camper. But I'm also the Italian camper.
God.
Buongiorno, Counseliore Snitches. Welcome to my show.
This is our first time meeting.
I'm so excited to meet you, Counseliore Snitches. What do I back for this camp? Seriously, why can't the Italian camper
I don't know. She can't figure it out. It's just shorts and a t-shirt, guys. It's not hard.
She can't figure out what to pack for this camp. It's really not so hard. Like, she's never been to camp before. I don't think she's going to be your favorite camper.
No, maybe not.
I am so excited for a camp. And I'm excited to meet my favorite counselor, Counseliore Snitches.
You should meet the American camper. I think you guys would get along great.
This American camper, she is very weird.
She's the weird one, yeah.
Counselor Snitch, I heard what the Italian camper said about me, and you know what? I think we can really hash it out over some gelato, because I don't want you to have any drama in your bunk this summer.
Thank you. I appreciate that. For the record, Jackie told me that there was a surprise on the show today, and that was it, but I guessed it right before we...
She did. She knew.
Right before we went live.
So I'll be going in and out of characters all show long. It'll be really fun for the podcast listeners. And I just felt like finally you needed to meet the Italian camper.
Yeah, it took time. You also did kind of look like a driver, but like it's good.
Well, the Italian camper, obviously she has a part-time job.
Does she?
Yeah, but she is an Uber driver.
She's a hustler?
But American camper doesn't know how to drive. So
right,
Italian camper,
that's why she takes Ubers.
Yeah. American camper takes a lot of Ubers to her counselor sister's house.
Right.
Because no one else could watch her yesterday. Anyways, welcome to the show. I'm so excited that you're here. My favorite counselor, Counselor Snitch. Welcome, it's been a while.
I know, I was just thinking about that. When was the last time that I was here? Lost Kings? Was that it?
Was it? When you were Mrs. Hat? Wow, the significance of a hat.
It's just...
I had no clue. The hat can really be so transformative.
It really is.
It really is.
It really is. Can I wear that? I just want to see what I look like with one of these hats. I've never worn one in my life, and I feel like I would look psychotic.
Oh, no, you look so cute.
Should I keep it on?
Oh, my God. Did Danielle and Bard just walk onto the show? Or Amanda Stanton? Wish. I think now we have Amanda Stanton on the show.
Well, now I have to wait for the feed to refresh to see if I look good. So
yeah.
I'll be like this for a little bit.
You don't look like a driver.
Is this like my new look now? Because you know I always struggle with the top of my head.
Honestly, perhaps. Yeah. Okay, look, you're about to put it on the stream. And then we need to get into the show.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry. Oh my God, I love it. I'm on. It's good. I'm Italian camper for the day.
American camper's gonna freak out.
I know, just don't tell her. But she doesn't know, won't hurt her.
She'll find out, because she has access to the internet, and she can watch the show.
She definitely is on the internet all the time. Like on YouTube.
Watching JoJo Siwa.
Yeah, just watching every YouTuber. She's like...
She learns how to do her makeup.
Oh God, stop.
Stop.
She makes me sad, American camper. Or at least Italian camper, it's like...
Right.
No, her shit don't stink.
She's out here in the streets of Italy.
Being an Uber driver.
just trying to figure out what to pack.
I can't. I'll send her a packing list.
Oh my God. You guys, I'm so sorry. I hope you're enjoying this.
I hope you understand it at least.
This is just the toast gone rogue. We've gone off the rails officially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I had a feeling that that's what might happen. I said to Jackie, I was like, are you going to be okay doing a whole show with Counselor Snitch?
I'm not okay. But it is my job to put the show on the rails. So I'm going to do that.
All right,
and
I'm sorry.
Towards the end, we can
get back into it.
We can snitch out because I just have to. And then if you're not interested, you can leave. If you're really just here for the news because you just won't know what's going on in the world if we don't tell you, then this is for you. So welcome to the show. How is life? You just started school this week.
I did just start school this week, and it's like, I just can't wait for it to be over because I hate it. And that's that. I hate school.
How are your classes this semester?
Stupid. I'm actually taking some interesting ones. The art and science of parenting. Maybe I'll learn to be a better counselor.
That's impossible because you're already the best counselor.
Right.
And my favorite one at that.
Right. And then
that's a weird ass class.
I know, it's just one of those stupid ones that I have to take. And then there's this other class that I have to learn how to do Excel, legit, which is probably a good life skill, but I can't figure it out. So if anyone's really good at it, just let me know.
Okay. TBD. Anyways, I have a countdown going. Speaking of for when you graduate. But speaking of countdowns, I finished Dry January.
Mazel tov. It's really been so fucking annoying for me because we've had all these like major nights out.
We had 2 major nights out.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And it was one weekend, and you were fun. Don't get me wrong, but you could have been funner.
For sure, but that was really fun.
Yeah.
Especially for a sober steam.
And especially for the fact that you stayed out till 4 a.m. sober. Like, you couldn't pay me.
No, but honestly, the first night, the joke of Mrs. Hat was making me drunk.
No, I know.
Like, I was drunk.
Yeah, honestly, the first night I really didn't even like drink that much. Like, I didn't, because it's like I was having so much fun at Lost Kings, and it was like, I don't want to hinder myself by having a drink in my hand.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
And then like spilling on, your sister's coat, your sister's shoes. And,
I didn't spill.
And
I
then
just stepped
snagging
on.
all your sister's clothes.
I was snagging all my sister's clothes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I was drunk on Hat. And, that wasn't the first time, and it won't be the last time that a hat just gets me going. So anyways, I still haven't had a drink yet. We were going to go to like dinner last night. It really just didn't work out. But what I did do last night is I went over to Olivia and Zach's. They gave me a home tour that was so robust and so good. And I always knew that like they had a nice apartment. They're moving on up. But I didn't realize like just like now that I was going through every nook and cranny and looking every tile and wallpaper in the bathrooms, like it made me like green with envy.
I only saw the second half of the video because that was like a direct link, And her bathroom, that tub, I was like, I just feel like I'll never be the kind of person who gets to that place in their life where they're gonna have a bathtub like that. You know?
Bidet.
That you step up. A bidet. I don't
know.
even use it. I love a bidet.
I didn't even know they had bidets like available for rentals in New York City.
Right.
So it just made me rethink stuff, and I wasn't planning on like moving out of my apartment, even though my lease is up soon. But now, like, I really want to. I'm so over it.
Oh, where do you want to move? Like, move on up?
I want to move into Olivia's apartment.
Oh, okay.
So, anyways,
they should buy that apartment. I don't know if they can, but
if you want to check out her swanky ass pad, patreon.com/morningtoast. And then we did something super sweet because there were so many questions because people knew we were doing the home tour. And so we did a mini podcast episode, a 20-minute podcast. I just love like a mini podcast. And asked them all their questions. And they were being like so sweet. It was so cute. And it made me so excited for marriage. So that
nice.
I can go back to being sweet and stop being a savage, which is what I am right now. I am a full-on savage.
I like savage Jackie, though.
I know, but it's just like...
There's no holding back.
This isn't... I mean, I was never this way before, and I don't know if I can go back
No, you can go back because you have nothing to... Like, once it's over, you have nothing to be savage about.
I know, but like, it's like... The beast has come out. Can she
go
be
back?
Tamed? Can she be tamed? Maybe she'll go into hibernation until like the next big thing.
Okay.
But anyways.
It's nice that you have that side of you when you need it.
They were being really, yes, exactly. They were being really cute and sweet, and it was a really nice episode. So you get 2 videos and a podcast episode. Patreon.com/morningtoast. And then Claudia and Ben also did a Patreon where they took one of those quizzes that tells you if you're a sociopath.
Is that what those quizzes are? I thought it was one of those ones that it's like those personality tests, and they like tell you what you're supposed to do or what you're supposed to be or something like that.
No, I thought it was like
I think you might be right because there's something about numbers.
Yeah.
And mine wasn't numbers.
So I have to finish it because I need to find out what she is, because apparently I think it's like crazy.
I think I know the number that she is, but I won't ruin it for you.
You don't know what it means?
No.
Don't ruin it for me. I'm going to get back to it.
All right.
Anyways, now we are here, you and I am no longer needing to be sober, so this weekend we'll party it up.
Are we partying it up?
Well, we'll drink it up.
Well, at the Super Bowl party.
At the Super Bowl.
Let's like drink beers and like enjoy our lives.
I'm going to have a wine, but I don't have an outfit yet.
I bought a hat.
Because I'm like...
I bought a hat.
The power of a hat.
Because like last year I wore a jersey and the Patriots lost. So this year, wear a hat. Maybe they'll win.
And you're Mrs. Hat, so you have to.
Right.
I'm pretty Super Bowl agnostic this year.
Meaning what?
Meaning I'm not rooting. I'm rooting for the Patriots like in my heart and on like when I'm watching, I'll be like, oh yeah, hopefully Patriots. But I'm not gonna go as far as to like wear Patriots gear and like post a picture and be like Pat season.
I might. I just like love them.
Right, you love them.
I love them.
I'm cool with them.
I just like, but like merely because I think they're all so hot. Like that's how I judge. And because I've made the call 100 times, but people try and steal it, that the Patriots are the Kardashians of football. And it's still true. It's like everyone hates them, but then everyone loves to hate them, and they always succeed. Just saying.
Very fair. So anyways, we'll drink tomorrow or Sunday. I'm in no rush.
Okay.
But I will be drinking. And I just want to say my overall conclusion on Dry January is never felt worse in my life, mentally and physically, so no need.
Someone actually just wrote about that in Tipsy Toasters, the drinking toasters group. She was like, I completed Dry January, and I haven't lost 1 pound, and the bloat has still remained, so.
I haven't lost 1 pound since the beginning of January. Maybe I've lost 1 pound because I've been working out a lot, but that also gains muscle. So now I'm pretty much like gaining now. Yeah, my skin is like not great. Nothing's great. My spirit isn't great. So
My spirit.
yeah. Anyways, are you ready now?
I'm ready. I
get-
actually don't know any news that has happened today or yesterday, so fill me in.
Are you ready to get into the fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast?
Yeah, I am.
Yes, you are.
I'm very
I'm just
ready.
loving this hat on you.
Me too. I can't stop looking at myself, and it's like, pay attention, Margo. You're on candid camera.
And it's like they don't call you Mrs. Hat for no reason.
I
now.
know.
Next time we hit the clubs with Lost Kings, you've got to wear that hat.
Is there going to be a next time? I hope so.
I hope so, just for the sheer fact that it was so fun.
I know. It was so fun. And they're actually really good DJs. Like, they're good at their job. It's not fake.
Agreed. Okay, first story, just an update in the polar vortex that is legitimately sweeping the nation. The polar vortex death toll raises to 21 as U.S. cold snap continues. At least 21 people have died in one of the worst cold snaps to hit the U.S. Midwest in decades. 90 million people, a third of the U.S., have seen temperatures of a negative 17 Celsius, 0 degrees Fahrenheit or below. Some 250 million Americans overall have experienced the polar vortex conditions. Hospitals have been treating patients reporting frostbite as parts of the country ground to a halt. Temperatures are expected to swing to above average over the weekend. Who are the victims? Homeless people have been particularly at risk with warming shelters set up across cities, but some still brave the freezing conditions, and one woman, age 60, was found dead in an abandoned house in Lorain, Idaho. A hospital in Chicago has already treated 50 patients for frostbite, and some may end up losing a limb, CNN reports.
Oh my God, that is so
Half
sad.
of those patients were homeless individuals, while others had jobs that required them to be outdoors. Some people were found dead a short walk from their house. A Michigan man who froze to death in his neighborhood had been, quote, inadequately dressed for the weather. In a wind chill of negative 46 degrees Celsius, that's negative 51 degrees Fahrenheit, an 18-year-old student was found unresponsive a short walk from his dorm on Wednesday and later died in the hospital. On Tuesday, a man froze to death in a garage in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, having apparently collapsed after shoveling snow, according to a medical examiner.
Oh my God, that is so scary. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, I hope they canceled school.
School's canceled, people aren't going to work, but it seems like for some of these people, they weren't really going very far.
Right, it's just that bad.
It's just that bad. I read about a man who, like, maybe he was walking into his house and he slipped and fell. He was an old man, he couldn't get up, and he...
No,
and
did he just, like, freeze to death?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that makes me so sad.
So sad. So I hope all of our Midwest toasters and just Midwesterners everywhere are staying
Stay
warm
safe.
and staying inside and staying safe. And
But
it also,
I think it's at the tail end now, right? Like, it's
Yeah.
supposed to rise?
yeah, I think it's going to swing
Oh my
back
God,
up.
that's so scary.
But have you been seeing the pictures? Like, it looks like a scene out of a Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie.
No, yeah, it looks like it like hell has frozen over.
It's really crazy. Sam lives in Chicago. I should check on her.
Oh yeah, she does. You should.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll keep you posted on the polar vortex, but it's wild. And I'm sure you've seen those videos of people, like, going outside with their wet hair.
Oh yeah, and it
And
becomes like hard as a rock or something.
Yeah, and someone took a boiling pot of hot water outside and threw it up, and midair it turns into snow.
That's crazy.
Crazy, that's how cold it is. Like, we think it's cold here, like, that's nothing.
Right. It actually is really cold here.
It is.
And it's like, I mean, I know it's definitely colder. Don't get me wrong,
But
but
it's
like
doable.
I can only imagine if it's like this here, what it's like everywhere else.
Right. I was leaving my building this morning, and someone walked in with a suitcase, and she was like with someone, and she was like, "Oh my God, it's so warm here." I guess she was coming from the Midwest.
Oh, that's crazy. Wow, that's
Crazy.
really crazy.
Okay. Next up, little crazier news. Go vegan, and you could win tickets to Beyonce and Jay-Z concerts for life. I'm like, I think I'm just reading too much. Now I have a reading complex. 'Cause
Yeah,
when
because I didn't call you out, but when I think you were trying to say Idaho, you said Idaho.
Really? I said Idaho.
Idaho.
When I was,
Idaho, Freudian slip, bitch.
I did the podcast with Zach yesterday, and it's just podcast only, and I was reading so much, and he was like, kept saying I was talking so much because I was reading.
Right.
And now it's like, if you want to read a story, feel free. I'm done.
I actually do always volunteer to read in class.
Really?
Because
because it's an easy way to get credit when you don't have to know anything.
And because everyone else reads so slowly and I want to die, and I read very fast. So it's over, you know?
Yeah. Beyonce and Jay-Z want to start a vegan revolution. In a post on the Irreplaceable Singer's Instagram Thursday, she revealed that she's partnering with Greenprint Project to give away 30 years of tickets to concerts featuring herself and her rapper husband. Quote, "What is your Greenprint?" The mother of three captioned the photo, which suggested plant-based breakfasts and meatless Mondays as 2 ways for newbies to try out a more environmentally friendly diet. Click the link in my bio for a chance to win tickets to any Jay and or my shows for life. To enter, submit your name and email thegreenprintproject.com. Full veganism isn't required. You just have to order and eat a few plant-based meals. The sweepstakes end on April 22nd, according to the official contest rules.
So
oh
you
my
have
God,
to eat
wait.
a few plant-based meals to win lifetime tickets to Beyonce. I don't even think that they're vegan.
I'm sorry. This headline and all of the headlines surrounding this is such fake news because I thought it meant if you can prove to Beyonce that you've been a vegan for a month because she asked you to be, you win concert tickets for life. No. First of all, this is a sponsorship with Greenprint. You have to order just a few meals and then you're entered to win a sweepstakes where probably 1 or 2 people will win.
I don't think that they are vegan.
I feel like the biggest moron of all time. Like, that's what happens when you, like, I don't read every story before I...
Also, I just want you to know that if I entered and I won, I would give the tickets away because that's how much I can't deal
Yeah.
with Jay-Z and Beyonce.
And I'm sure it's like, if it's, like, it's not even them directly. I don't know why I'm so stupid, why I fell for this. I thought it was like...
Well, because you probably didn't read the whole...
I didn't because I want to, you know, enjoy the stories and not, like, know what's... like, I like to enjoy them with the people.
Right. Right.
Wow, I'm the biggest sucker of all time. I really thought, like, and I was like, how are they going to prove to Beyonce and Jay-Z they could lie that they were vegan for a month?
I was thinking that. I was like, are you going to have to, like, do a food journal and take a picture every time and be like, hey, this is what I ate for the past month? But no, you just have to eat a couple food. And I'm sure the food has to be, I'm sure the food has to be
from this company, of course. And you don't even have to eat it.
How much
throw it in the trash.
I'm so confused. What a weird
Wow,
thing.
I just reported on Beyonce and Jay-Z's sponsored post.
Wow.
What a moron.
Wow.
Wow. Wow, Bethany. Just wow. Did you see the trailer for Real Housewives of New York?
I actually did.
It looks insane.
Yeah, it does. When does it come back? Maybe I'll watch.
I think in a few months, but Beverly Hills comes back next week. And, oh, speaking of, what's so crazy, this is what's so crazy about the world. The first time I saw the trailer for Beverly Hills, it was months ago. And I was like, this is never coming out. You know that feeling when it's like you're seeing the trailer for Greatest Showman in July and it's coming out in December and you're like, I'm never going to see this.
Right.
And that's how I felt about Beverly Hills. I was like, by the time this comes out, like, I'm going to be getting married almost. And now, like, it's coming out next week. I'm getting married almost. It's my wedding month.
It's crazy.
It's
and it's like, it's the shortest
crazy.
month ever, so it's really even closer than you'd think.
Oh my God, I'm freaking out. And I'm trying not to, like, panic, because I'm not a panicker. I don't panic at the disco.
I feel like you're not a panicker, because, like, maybe you'll panic leading up to it, but on the day of, I feel like you're going to be, like, cool as a cucumber.
I am, but just leading up to it, it's a lot. And we invited a lot of people. Like, this is a very big event, you know? So I feel like
pressure?
Yeah, it's just a lot of moving parts, you know? I just wish I was, like, getting married on the beach somewhere with 5 of my closest counselors.
I know. That would have been so lit.
You know, now I'm, like, having remorse, but it'll be...
Are you going to drink at your wedding?
Of course.
But, like, are you going to get, like, fucked up or, like, nah, it's like, I want to remember it?
Oh, I think I'm not going to get fucked up till the end. I don't need to remember the end.
Right.
But I'm not going to get fucked up until, like, after the main course.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a lot to do before then. You know, you have first dance. If people make speeches, I don't plan on making a speech, but I want to, you know, soak
I'm required to make one, correct?
I don't know. I'll let you know. I might just, it would be weird if, like, I got married and my counselor didn't say something.
Right.
But we'll see. Anyways, now I'm freaking out. So I have to, like, go and deal with stuff.
Okay.
You know, like, so maybe I should go on the show and go plan my wedding.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what I was saying about New York is it feels so far off. Meanwhile, it'll be here before you know it.
When is it supposed to be? Summer?
Probably spring.
Oh, that's not far. It's right
No.
around the corner.
And it looks really so good. The Countess is, like, being so countessy again, and her and Bethany are fighting, which makes me sad. Sonia, like, falls off her chair and hits her head on the floor.
Oh.
Really crazy stuff.
Oh, I saw that one. And Bethany was like, go to sleep or something, and she was like, no, and then she fell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that would happen to me.
Scary. And there's a new housewife, which is just, like, going into the lion's den.
Okay. I gotta get on there. I actually started watching Real Housewives of New York from the beginning with Claudia, and then I just, like, it's like when you know you have so far to go, I just, like...
No, but you love that.
I don't know. It's different. It's different, like, watching a reality show, because it's like, I know this isn't, like, happening anymore.
Yeah.
Versus when I just, like, watch seasons, because it's like, I don't know, nor will anybody really tell me, because it's fake.
Yeah.
You know?
I do know. Okay, next up. Gwyneth Paltrow slams lawsuit over alleged hit-and-run ski accident. Gwyneth Paltrow is being sued for allegedly pulling a hit and run while skiing. The alleged incident took place on the slopes of the Deer Valley Resort in Park City, Utah in February 2016. Court documents obtained by E! News allege Gwyneth Paltrow skied out of control and hit the back of Terry Sanderson, 72, another skier who was downhill. When the award-winning actress hit the doctor, the complaint alleges she knocked him down hard, knocking him out and causing a brain surgery, 4 broken ribs, and other injuries. Per the Skier Responsibility Code, which is a Summit County ordinance, skiers are required to immediately stop at the scene of such collision and render to any person injured in such collision responsible assistance. The ordinance also requires that any skiers involved in a collision shall give his name and address to an employee of the ski area operator. However, Sanderson and other witnesses claim Paltrow got up, turned, and skied away, leaving Sanderson stunned, lying in the snow, seriously injured. Sanderson also alleges that the instructor falsely accused Sanderson of causing the crash.
I don't know. I have some thoughts on this because, as you know, skier myself, I'm not gonna lie, there are some times, but for me, it's like I'm not good enough that I can stop myself. It's more so that when I'm like speeding and I'm trying to like slow down and like on my last ski trip, I like fully banged into somebody. But that's because the person in front of me also didn't know how to ski. So like she was just like really just like going like right in front of me. And I kept saying, I was like, watch out, watch out. And I kept dodging her. But if you keep going in front of me, you know, at some point, you're going down with me. So I did stop to see if she was okay. But the thing about skiing is like, sometimes you just can't stop. So it's like if she hit him, and then, but she was with an instructor.
And she seems like she would be a good skier.
It seems weird that the instructor would do that. Like, the instructor worked for the resort. Like, handle it as you should, you know?
Yeah. I don't know.
But it's like, can you even sue someone over that?
Over a ski and run?
Because, like, do you know how many people probably ski and run, like, on the daily?
Yeah.
Because it's like, skiing is like a one-man sport. It is on you to just stay, like,
oh my God,
alive.
But imagine if you're skiing and you're staying alive and someone else takes you down.
Yeah. Oh my God, I would kill someone if someone did that. 'Cause it's like, I finally got my shit together, guys.
Yeah. Skiing can be really dangerous.
And he's old. I think about that all the time, by the way. The fact that there's not more skiing accidents is truly, like, so shocking because it is honestly so scary, like, so icy and, like, so unsafe, you know?
Yeah. No, but there are a lot of skiing accidents. That's how the mom from Parent Trap died.
I know. I think about that all the time.
I know.
And she was definitely, like, a seasoned one, you know?
Yeah, she was, like, skiing in the Alps.
Right, and she definitely probably was one of those. She's definitely probably one of those people who didn't wear a helmet.
No.
You think?
Everyone wears a helmet.
No, they don't. I noticed a lot of people don't wear helmets.
Really?
Yeah, because they think they're like so good and cool. I don't think Kim wears a helmet.
Really?
I'm
well,
just
she
saying.
is good and cool.
Right, exactly. But all it takes is like one fall.
I could watch videos of Kim skiing for hours on end.
I could watch videos of people that are like good and not like Olympic champions skiing like on loop.
No, but like the way that Kim Kardashian skis, it's like so like sultry.
Yeah.
She's like. I watched a video of her skiing while we were on a ski trip, and
Right.
it fucked me up for the rest of the time because like
you just wanted to look like her.
No, like I was thinking like that's where the goal is to move your hips like that, and I wasn't at that level. I forgot like how to ski at an intermediate level.
I understand.
because I saw that.
And like, do you think she like skis like that, like on blacks?
I think so. Those mountains, I don't think those were greens.
No way, she does greens.
They're all such good skiers, and you would just never guess it.
No, but it like makes total sense because like they definitely went as like children, and then like you know they've been going forever, and I don't know. Like that's a goal of mine would be to like just be like so epic at skiing that it's like.
We're
whatever.
on our way. We're doing for people who grew up never skiing.
For people who I learned last year, like I'm not that bad.
Yeah.
Except like I get a little out of control because you know I'm Speedy Gonzalez and it's something I'm trying to work on.
Right. No, but like I think it's pretty impressive that we've taught ourselves to ski at our adult age.
Me too. Except we know how to ski and taught ourselves to ski, but we can't teach ourselves to drive.
Right.
But there's a big difference between getting behind the wheel. What do you think is more dangerous? Getting behind the wheel and learning to drive or skiing? Honestly, it's a debate.
It is. I'm sure there are numbers that will tell us what's more dangerous.
I don't believe numbers.
Okay. Next up, a story that I've been following because I just think it's hilarious and hilarious and sweet. Ariana Grande updates her Japanese tattoo and still can't get it right. Palm readers are still pointing the finger at Ariana Grande's new and allegedly improved hand tattoo. Grande said Thursday she fixed the misspelled Japanese hand tat after fans lambasted it on social media. The Thank You Next pop star posted a new photo of the tat to her Instagram story Thursday with the caption, quote, slightly better. Thanks to my tutor for helping me fix and to the tattoo artist at Kane Nabasard for being a legend and to my doctor for the lidocaine shots, no joke. Grande initially revealed her new palm tattoo written in kanji characters Tuesday night. It intended to read 7 rings, but as we all know now, it translated to a small barbecue grill. She wrote, R.I.P. Tiny Charcoal Grill, Grande quipped in the caption of the photo of her new hand tattoo. Miss you, man. I actually really liked you. But social media users pointed out that Grande's new tat was still misspelled. Why? How? Now Ariana's tattoo reads Japanese barbecue finger.
I don't
Someone
get
tweeted,
it.
if she's learning Japanese, she should fire her tutor. For anyone who wonders, it now says she has barbecue fingers. That
I'm
is
so confused.
so funny. I don't know how she keeps getting it wrong.
Me neither. But I guess I wonder if what she said is true, that it's like it's not a permanent place, that it like peels off, because I guess skin's always growing on your hand.
Yeah,
it's like
she
when
did
you get
say
it
that.
here.
But if it's like, okay, if she had just left small charcoal grill, that would have been pretty funny. And at this point, it's like an inside joke that the world we're all in on and we're enjoying.
But now
And
it's
she
like
didn't
double
care.
the size.
And now, but she went to fix it, so like, you know, she didn't want it to be a funny joke, and she fucked up again. She does need to fire her tutor.
Yeah, I honestly also shouldn't the tattoo artist know what he's writing too?
No, it's not. You bring the tattoo artist. They
Oh,
don't
is that
speak
how-
every language in the world.
Okay, all right. I just didn't know. I've never gotten one.
No, you haven't. But what would you get? Claudia and I played this.
Honestly, I would just like either like I want something like on my hand.
Oh, that's
But like
cool.
tiny.
What would you get?
And like maybe either like a Jewish star or something written in Hebrew.
Rocksteiny vibes.
Maybe that. It's but like just like, you know, one of those like cool little things.
Yeah.
That's what I would get.
I knew I wanted Rocksteiny vibes, but I didn't know where I would put it. But I would put it on my finger, just like my favorite counselor.
What'd you say the
Counselor
last
Snitch.
time?
I think maybe I wound up with here.
Oh, that's such a classic, like Miley. Like, what was it? Just Believe?
Yeah. Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
such a classic Miley.
Yeah.
Ugh, she's doing so well.
She's doing so well.
I'm
like,
so happy for her.
I'm so proud of her. Do you know what I mean? She really came full circle.
I know. They're so cute. I was watching Hunger Games this
He's
weekend.
so hot. And I'm so happy he's in that movie with Rebel Wilson.
I know. Well, here's the thing about the movie. Like, it looks exactly like a movie I want to see, this new Rebel Wilson romantic comedy. That's not a romantic comedy.
But it's about
it
romantic
looks
comedies.
horrible.
I don't think it looks horrible.
I can tell it's going to be a terrible movie, but, like, I have to see it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm going to see it for sure. For sure.
Okay, so fifth and final story is a 2-parter. Some TV news. Actually, I'm going to make it a 4-parter because
Wow.
first bit of news, Riverdale's renewed for season 4.
Oh, yes. That doesn't come as a shock to me whatsoever.
Second bit of news, Dynasty is renewed for season 3.
That comes to me as a shock just because I feel like nobody's listening to me when I say it's the best show on television.
You
know? I don't
guys-
know how their numbers are.
You guys, it's the best show. We'll recap it at the end so that people who don't watch can go and start watching.
But I don't know how many more times we have to say it. Like, you have to watch the show. You just have to watch the show. It is so good, so aesthetically pleasing. The clothing, the plot, the characters, like A+.
The writing,
The writing.
the Fallon.
The Fallon
It's
of
so
it all.
good. Okay. Fourth part to the story. Gossip Girl reboot discussion is underway at the CW. CW President Mark Pedowitz told reporters at the CW's portion of the TV Critics Association press tour on Thursday that there's a discussion happening when it comes to a reboot of Gossip Girl, but I don't know if we're there yet. Pedowitz said, I don't know what it would be, but it all comes down to the involvement of the original EPs, Josh Schwartz and Stephanie Savage, because you don't want to do anything without them.
You don't.
Gossip Girl ended in 2012, and as of 2016's ATX TV Festival, Schwartz and Savage were saying they hadn't thought about rebooting the show at all. We haven't really explored some of those conversations, Schwartz told E! News back then. Maybe, I don't know, we haven't really thought about it. Okay, what do you think about it?
Here's the thing. The thing is that I just can't imagine that like Blake Lively and like Leighton Meester would like just like come back and like just pick up where they left off. I just feel like they're both over it.
Right, and like Leighton Meester is on a sitcom now playing a mom. Like,
Right, and it's just like, yeah, Leighton Meester's career didn't really like take off per se after Gossip Girl, but I still think that she's like just done being Blair Waldorf. I'm sure Vanessa Zauer would jump at the opportunity, but like I feel like what they might do is like a spin-off type of Gossip Girl with a new cast, which is like whatever, but I don't know, I just like feel like it's not actually gonna happen. Like I just can't see it actually happening.
Yeah, I don't want it to happen.
Yeah.
I don't want it to happen at all. First of all, there hasn't been enough time in between. Like, I understand that everyone is all about reboot season now because, like, we have no new original ideas, so let's go back to some of the old successful ones. But it hasn't even been, like, 10 years. So it would be, like, admitting that we should have never ended the show to begin with.
Right.
And so they wouldn't pick up where they left off because, Serena and Blair are now like 30
It
years
would be
old.
like 5 years later. Isn't that how long it's been?
And I don't think they could get the whole cast back. And it would be a sad version of a perfect show.
I couldn't agree more. But what I do think it's time for a reboot for is, actually, I don't know how long it's been either. Oh, I'm totally wrong, but Desperate Housewives.
Oh.
I just need it. But I actually think it ended recently.
But they could bring back Desperate Housewives in an easy way. Like, all they need is one or two of the women to come back and live on the block.
No. They just need Terry Hatcher to, like, have died.
Yeah.
And then, like, all the ladies come back together, and they're, like, so sad. And then that way, Susan's not on the show anymore. I think it's a brilliant plan.
And then they can also bring in new housewives. People move onto a new street all the time. And also, people leave the street. So if someone didn't want to come back, it wouldn't be a big deal.
I know.
Also, now that I've rewatched all of OC, and Zach had a really good idea, is that they should bring back OC, and from the perspective of Kirsten and Sandy's daughter that they had in the last season.
I forgot about her. What was her name?
I forget. But she was cute, and it could, like, so maybe now she's like a freshman in high school.
Right.
And they could start the OC all over again. Maybe they bring in a girl now. Like, just
Oh.
like Seth and Ryan, now we have daughter and daughter.
Daughter and daughter.
Daughter and daughter. They could be like sisters or like camper and counselor.
They could. That's
So
not a bad idea.
I would be more here for that. And then I will say about Gossip Girl, they wanted to do a spinoff. Luckily, the books already have been written. It's called It Girl, and it's Jenny Humphrey goes to boarding school.
No fucking way.
Why? Those books were good. No, but
I
not
never
Taylor
read them.
Momsen.
I'm just talking about I hate Jenny Humphrey.
No, but just say, what if it wasn't played by Taylor Momsen? Because obviously she would.
What, she got
never.
recasted?
Yeah.
Okay. Then
So it's just a spin-off. Or you know what they always were trying to do?
I never read It Girl or like the A-List, those books.
Oh my God, you're missing out.
I should read them.
You're missing out.
I just finished a book last night, so
It's so good.
I'm looking for something new.
I don't even know what's better, honestly.
Between Gossip Girl. Well, I'm not
Between A-List and It Girl.
It Girl. Are they... Is It Girl Gossip Girl or no?
No. It Girl is Gossip Girl spin-off. Jenny Humphrey goes to boarding school.
Right.
And it's all about her life at boarding school.
Okay.
And
I'll
she's
think
like
about it.
better and
When
less
you were
annoying.
reading those, I was too young, so I was reading like the Click books with Massey Block.
Right. I mean, we were all reading the Click books, even though we were in college and they were in 7th grade.
Yeah, but I was like in 5th, so I was allowed.
The older girls.
Yeah.
Anyways, I would go for an It Girl spinoff. What I would not go for, and what they tried to do, remember at the time, was they were trying to like do flashbacks to like Lily and her sister, Lily Vanderwoodson. Remember in the 80s?
Oh my God.
They were trying to do a spinoff show, like almost like
Prequel.
Carrie Diaries, a prequel show. Please
No,
don't.
I'm not into that. Except I will say Carrie Diaries was the best show ever, and it got canceled, and it was just really like so sad.
Was it the best show ever?
Did you ever
though?
watch it?
No.
Oh my God, you should watch it. You would really like it. It's not like Carrie Bradshaw being
I know.
annoying. You forget that she's supposed to be like Sarah Jessica Parker in 100
But
years.
it's just like knowing what happens to her later in life.
You forget. You really forget. You should really watch it. I really think you'd like it. It is such a good show. And Austin Butler is the love interest, and I love him.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Think about it.
I'll think.
I think
about
you'd
it.
enjoy it.
Okay, counselor might be able to convince me. Anyways, if anyone at the CW wants to approach us about any of the ideas that we've seen on this show, let us know. We're available.
Stephanie Savage and
And I agree. Don't you touch anything unless the original people are involved.
Yeah.
Which just makes me sad again about the Royals cancellation.
Oh, why'd you have to bring that up?
I don't know.
Oh my God, that was so like. Also, they left it on a cliffhanger. So the last thing, like, they at least owe us just one episode explaining what happened. Like, are you kidding me? Ugh. Oh my God, I forgot, and I just have so many questions.
That was seriously the best show.
No, I know, and it like just like skated under the radar. And like, are Eleanor and Jasper dating in real life? She always Instagrams with him, but it's like I think they might just either be like really close friends or they're dating. The comments, everyone's unclear, and it's like I just gotta know.
I love
love
that show. Now I'm
Eleanor is
depressed.
her wardrobe, honestly, like
Rivaled Fallon's.
I was gonna say that. Like, I can't believe they canceled that show. I want to like rewatch it, even though I just watched it.
Even though the whole time you have depression looming because it's canceled.
And you never get answers. And I hate when shows do that. It is so unfair.
It's even if they can make like a 5-minute like webisode.
Or just text me. Like, tell me what happens.
Okay, next story, part 2 in TV news. Fuller House is ending with season 5. Prepare to say goodbye to the Tanner family again when Fuller House ends with the upcoming 5th and final season on Netflix. Netflix released an emotional farewell video featuring clips from the previous 4 seasons and the cast of the Full House sequel series saying goodbye. We're saving the best for last, Candace Cameron Bure says in the video above. Cameron Bure returned to her Full House character, DJ Tanner, now DJ Tanner Fuller. Oh, that's cute. I don't watch.
Oh, me neither. I watched the first season.
But she married someone named Fuller, now it's Fuller House because it's also more Full House.
I thought she was single.
For the sequel series that followed her character raising her family with the help of her sister Stephanie and her best friend Kimmy Gibbler, original cast members Bob Saget, Lori Loughlin, and Dave Collier all made regular appearances, as did John Stamos, who also served as an executive producer. Okay, so this is coming to a close, and I couldn't be more pleased about it because it never should have been rebooted to begin with. Why can't we let sleeping dogs lie?
I agree, and I also saw in the Toasters, which this could be completely unconfirmed, that I think they're releasing this statement to see how people react, and like it could get picked back up. Do you know what I mean?
No.
But yeah,
Not
let
that I
sleeping dogs
even
lie.
watch it, but who needs this?
No, I don't know.
Anyone who was like a Full House stan back in the day
Is not going to watch a show like that because now they're probably watching things like Dynasty.
because now they're busy.
No, but now they're not trying to watch a little like sitcom or whatever about like kids. Now they've grown up and they're watching, like real shows.
Right, like you. You used to stan Full House back in the day.
Am I the age of people who watch Full House?
No, you're a little younger, but I think probably I'm the age, and I'm here
not watching Full
not
House.
Interested. But you're a little younger, and you used to love Full House. I remember like you and Claudia in the den, like just being obsessed with Full House.
Really?
I was like, you guys are so weird. But
honestly, I have no memory.
And you didn't
of my
even watch
childhood.
Fuller House. I remember Zach was so excited for it to come back. And I'm pretty
Everyone
sure we had
was.
this conversation.
Everyone was like jazzed about it.
Right.
And then season 1 came out and it was fine. I watched the whole thing, I remember. And then I was like, I'm not watching like the rest of it. I'm not going through with this.
Right. I remember the trailer that came out for season 1 when they played that song by Miranda. No. The Miranda Lambert song.
What?
It's called like About Home.
Well, I hate her, so.
No, it's a good song. Hold on.
Are you going to look it up now?
Yeah, because it's a good song and it was so good. Miranda Lambert. The House That Built Me.
Oh, that is a good song. I'll give it to her. At
So
least it wasn't Tin Man.
The trailer for season 1 of Fuller House, they were like walking through the house and it was empty and they were playing that song.
Okay, well, see, here's the thing. That pulls people's heartstrings because of nostalgia.
And then that was the last good idea that they had.
Yes, precisely.
And also, it was dead in the water when they didn't get Mary-Kate and Ashley back.
Oh, of course. Which is like, honestly, that like Mary-Kate and Ashley are just so smart. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Like they just knew. Like, come on, guys.
No, but even if it was a race,
don't beat a dead horse.
Even if it was a huge success, they were never going to be back on it. Like they're so busy right now and so prestigious.
And like they were
so edgy.
And also, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they were such cute little babies, and like now there are these women who just like wear like all black like kaftan.
Fuller House would not know what to do with them. Say they even came to set and were like, okay, you know what? We'll
dress us. Like, do
Right.
what you want.
No, they would have to make them like, oh, Michelle, right? That was her name, the baby? Michelle?
Was it? That's such an old woman name.
It was a long time ago. No, it's not. It's a normal name. Michelle, like, moved to the big city and became a fashion designer and now is, like, edgy.
Is, like, killing it.
They would have to just
let
them
incorporate
wear
the
their own
narrative.
clothes.
I agree. They wear Elizabeth and James.
Yeah, the row.
Is that them?
Yeah, the row.
And Elizabeth and James, right?
Yeah,
I didn't make that up.
But the row is, like, more
High
high-end.
fashion?
Yeah, and it's so expensive. It's weird how expensive it is considering what it is.
I actually looked up their net worth a little bit ago. Like they made so much money, like from being fashion designers, not just like from.
But then also, people say there's like no money in fashion. Like it's so hard to get from season to season. The retail industry is very difficult if you watch Shark Tank. So
speaking of Shark Tank,
oh my God, I can't believe we didn't mention this.
I can't believe we haven't spoken about this.
Mrs.
I met Mark Cuban.
Shark.
And so I was invited to the Knicks game. And I was like, oh, Dallas Mavericks. Like, I love, like, Dallas, country music. That's my, head. And then I knew that Mark Cuban owned the Dallas Mavericks, but I forgot. I guess it just slipped my mind, and I didn't know that he'd be there, whatever. And then I sit down in my seat. They were great seats. And just right in front of me is Mark Cuban. And I actually think I lost my shit. I just was freaking out. And I don't think I watched the game for 2 seconds. Like, I was just watching him. And, like, in between, like, when it was, like, they'd call a timeout, he'd just go and stand on the court. Just, like, chill. And I was like, you're so epic. And then, like, the whole time, I was like, I have to ask him for a picture. He was right there. Like, how could I not? And the waiter, like, saw me freaking out. He was like, just do it. Like, just ask. And I was like, okay. And it was halftime, and there was 30 seconds left before the players started coming out. And that was, like, what was in between us, like, the little thing when people come out. And I was like, was like, Mark. And he like looked over and he was like, can I take a selfie? And he like came over and then it started a whole slew of everyone else asking for him for pictures. It made me feel like a shit, but at least I was the first one, so I didn't have to be like, can I get one too? You know? And then I was like, you're my favorite shark. And he was like, thank you. And he just like, he was definitely very nice, but he was like, let me get this over with.
Right.
Which is like, I respect that. You are a very busy man. You have like things to do. Like you own a basketball team and they're playing. I get it.
Yeah, you were very understanding.
And I just like, my whole focus when taking the picture was like, don't do the celebrity smile.
Right. If you guys don't know, Margo, when she meets celebrities, she takes a picture with them. Like she can't help herself. She looks like the nerdiest, most excited person in the world. She gets the biggest smile on her face.
I can't help it. I don't even feel myself doing it, but it can't be stopped.
Even one time when we were meeting, I think it was like Olivia Culpo, and I was like, just don't do the celebrity
Be
smile.
cool.
Smile, no teeth. And like she does a smile like with no teeth, but she's like bursting.
It's bursting
her
on the
cheeks
inside.
are bursting. So you didn't do your celebrity smile. You stuck your tongue out.
Yes, which was like,
cute. No,
it was like fine,
it's
but
just
it's
like,
like
hey, Mark Cuban.
but it's like inappropriate because it's like he's like so like, you know, serious in business, and it's like, you know.
But you did it cutely, and you didn't have. Would you rather that or a celebrity smile that you couldn't have posted?
That, because I wouldn't have been able to post a celebrity smile without like somehow making my face half the size.
No, it's so hard to take a picture when you meet a celebrity because it's like you don't want to do a half smile because you don't
it never
wanna,
comes out the way you want because you're so excited, and like you need to be like very like.
and
with
you
a
don't want to
half
seem
smile.
like you're not like you're just like not excited.
Like
Why'd
it's your
you ask this
friend.
person for a picture?
Right.
So you smile, and then you look like a huge dweeb.
Yes, that's me. I'm dweeby vibes.
Yeah, but you weren't. You played it cool.
I played it cool.
with the shark.
Yeah. And
Mrs. Shark.
I met Mark Cuban. And then I was like,
Snitch on
should
the
I
tank.
have pitched him about the toast? But then I was like, oh, he would have been like, oh, this bitch trying to get money.
No, and then he would have, if he ever heard about the toast ever again, he would have like unfavorable feelings about it.
So I didn't. Even though we all know I would never have the balls to do it.
Right, and what would you have said?
I don't know. I was thinking about that when I went to the bathroom. I don't know what I would have said. I would have been like, my sister's doing morning, yeah? And I think you really like it.
Oh my God. Snitch on the tank. Snitch on the tank. Snitch on the tank. Snitch on the tank. We haven't even sang Snitch on the Toast once.
Because I feel like we're past that, you know?
Right, because now you're Counselor de Snitches.
Right.
The best counselor in the world. And the best sister in the world, except I still don't know if you're my sister because you haven't sent in your 23andMe kit.
I haven't. I've been meaning to. It's just lying around. I'm kind of scared. Like, what if it comes back and it's like...
Switch up Earth.
Right. Or like...
Except...
And it's like I have so many high numbers to compete with now.
Claudia posted a video last night that was in the Toasters where she took a shot and then in her face, she looks exactly like you.
Of course, because I'm always making that face.
But did you see it?
I did, and I commented. Sometimes me and her do really have the same face. But that's probably because, you know, we're related.
Yes. So, even if you do 23andMe, it'll probably tell you what you already know. But, you know, it would be nice to get some confirmation. Also, did you know that with 23andMe, you can get a bunch of reports that will tell you more about yourself and what you're genetically predisposed to?
Like what?
Like a deep sleep report. If you've always suspected
Definitely
that you feel more sleepy than others after missing out on a night of sleep, you might not be imagining things. Your genes may be involved. Oh my God, I need to do this report.
I definitely have that.
I'm the most tired person on the planet.
Me too. And it's like all I do is sleep.
You can do an alcohol flush reaction report. Oh my God, I need to do all those reports. Sweet versus salty taste report. A saturated fat and weight report. The saturated fat and weight report can tell you about how your genetics may impact your body's response to your diet. Learn if you are likely to weigh more on a diet in high saturated fat, even if you consume the same number of calories. Oh my God, this is so interessante. Make sure now when you send it in, do these reports too. Good thing you waited.
That's true.
And you guys, a 23andMe Health and Ancestry Kit is the perfect gift for Valentine's Day. Buy your kit today at 23andme.com/toast. That's the number 23andme.com/toast. Again, that's 23andme.com/toast.
Honestly, now I'm going to go home and, you know, swab.
I need to do that.
How long does it take to come back?
It says it takes, I think, 2 weeks. For me, it was shorter. So I think they overestimate. It's not very long, and it's there before you know it, and you get it in your email.
Oh, you get it in your email. Oh, that is so nice. Like, I'm not trying to open some mail right now.
No, you definitely are not a person who uses mail.
No, I'm not.
Anyways, that is all of the news you needed to know this morning. Now I'm here. Let's recap Dynasty and Riverdale, but I'm 2 episodes behind.
Okay.
So I'm up to the episode where Archie went into the woods and he's in the cabin, and then it ends with his like dreams and stuff.
But like, when I said what I said to you when we were texting...
I know he's not dead.
Yeah,
because
that's
also,
what I was talking about, and you're like, you ruined it.
Oh my God, I was just giving you shit, counselor.
Oh, I thought you actually... Oh!
I was giving you shit.
I never know with you, you know?
That's true.
Especially over text.
But because also writer Russ posted the cast list for Heather's musical episode,
And everyone knew
and
that
Archie.
And
is
also,
in
like,
it.
you think that if Archie Andrews, like, you can't kill Archie Andrews. Like, it's based off of the Archie comics.
Right?
Also,
no, I don't
honestly,
think anyone
like,
was like actually like, oh my God, is Archie dead?
I kind of feel like he's championing it this season, and bear with me. Usually he's annoying and he makes bad decisions. But now he's just being like a badass, and like he just doesn't care. And like honestly, I'm here for him breaking up with Veronica. I think that was a smart move for him because like he is just like mentally unstable and like he couldn't handle it, and like I get that.
I love Veronica, and I love Archie, but I know they need
How
to
are you feeling
separate.
about Veggie?
I'm here for it just because I know.
By the way, I
there's-
just want you to know that like 2 times ago when I was on this show, I said this. I was like, I feel like they're going to incorporate them dating in the show because they're dating in real life.
Yeah, writer Russ is very in tune to that.
Right, but it's like I kind of don't like that because like I want you to tell me what happens. I don't want to tell you what should happen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I always knew that as a Archie shipper that they were going to have to go through it and probably break up because all of these elements that are working against them, no one could withstand.
No,
So I think
and
they
it
need
makes
to,
complete sense for them to break up.
they need to break up.
Her dad literally is trying to kill him. You
Right.
know?
They need to break up. Veronica and Charles Melton, Veggie.
Veggie.
They can explore. I think that Varchi will come back together once everyone's stronger and the dust has
I just feel
settled.
like it makes sense that it would be like Bughead Endgame and Varchi as Endgame because that's just probably like how it should be.
Yeah.
But you know, you have to some character development. You have to change some things around sometimes.
You do. But
As
what's,
long as you don't change Bughead. I feel like that's like a steady ship.
I mean, I don't want them to change Bughead because both of them are so annoying. I don't want them to annoy other people.
Really?
I can't say
You don't even
know.
like Betty on the show? She is the whole show.
She's okay. But she's just like always being stupid. I can't explain it.
She's never being
She
stupid.
keeps
I feel like she's
finding herself
always
in,
like making the right decisions and being smart and just trying to do what's right.
No.
I completely disagree.
She's like someone who keeps going out into the woods alone and like wondering why she ended up at the sisters, you know?
Okay, that's fair.
And trusting the wrong people. And like so far, the farm, I'm sure they're bad.
No, Alice is bugging the hell out of me. Like she's the
Right,
one who's
she's
making
never
bad
been
decisions.
better.
No, she's
an
brainwashed.
independent woman.
Oh, hardly actually.
I mean, I am 2 episodes behind, so I don't know if there's been farm developments.
Oh, I forgot. No, there hasn't really been farm developments, but she's still just being
and
a
I know
brainwashed
that,
bitch.
that Heather's the musical episode, it said presented by the farm up top.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
So why would Betty cooperate?
And I'm so excited for that musical episode because some of us had to suffer through Carrie the musical, and
Right.
you know if we didn't watch the movie.
And I like that they choose like ones like that, and not like High School Musical, because like what Archie's gonna play Troy Bolton. Actually, I'd be here for that.
Actually, I'd be here for that. Do you want to go off about Rent Live?
Oh, I would love to. And like people were yelling at me. Like I know that there are some people who probably feel as passionate about like Broadway as I do about like, you know, Taylor Swift. So it's like if someone came for Taylor Swift, even if she did something bad, like I would
It would
defend
be like
them.
if Taylor Swift did the halftime show and it was unequivocally terrible.
And people were saying things to me, I'd be like, no, what are you talking about? It was great. I get that. It's called blind loyalty. I got it. But Rent Live, like, I don't even know how one could even, like, try to say that it was good. Like, the fact that Vanessa Hudgens was probably the best part of the show is just mind-boggling. Do you know what I mean? Actually, you know who's actually really good? What was that? Jordan Fisher?
You thought he was good?
I thought he was, like, a bad actor, but it felt like his heart was in it. That's
Yeah.
the one thing I'll say. He was trying. No one else was really trying, and I
Well,
get that
that's
it was a
because-
dress rehearsal. But then why are you going to air it? Why?
No.
I'm not going to. You have to show me something. I should have to stand up for it.
Everyone keeps saying, but it was a dress rehearsal. Like they didn't know. Like it's our fault that it was a dress rehearsal.
It
Like,
doesn't matter.
If your
Tell me the
dress
shit.
If your dress rehearsal wasn't, you know, what the thing that you want us to see and what you wanted to put out there, fucking postpone the show. The advertisers can wait, or do it live in a wheelchair, or do
I have so many things to say that they could have done.
Or do Roger scenes from the rehearsal and let everyone else do it live.
Okay. A, everyone there is so like well-versed in Broadway, right? Have you ever heard of an understudy?
Right.
That's first. Second, postpone the show. Nobody would have cared. Truly, I don't really think anybody was like counting down the days. Everyone was like, oh, Rent Live is tonight. Great, I'll watch it, you know?
Yeah.
And I could have done that in 2 months from now.
Yeah.
I just think that whoever made that decision, it was the worst possible decision that they could have made. It was so terrible. I like couldn't get over it.
No.
I feel like this isn't real. Like this is a joke. And then it was also on when the SAG Awards were on, and I was like, I never watched the SAG Awards. I honestly didn't even know that they were televised. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like all these awards, here's another thing.
But it's like, it's on
all these
TNT
award
and
shows
TBS.
are basically the same shows, right? All the same movies are nominated, same categories, and it's like, why am I watching the same thing 100 times?
I mean,
I don't I
why
understand
are
the point
you
of an
watching
Oscar.
it the first time?
I understand the point of an Oscar, but all the rest are basically the same type of thing. Golden Globes, SAG Awards. Why do I have to watch it 100 times?
I mean,
For the fashion?
that's like I would say that's number like 57 on my questions that I have for Hollywood.
Right, but it's also like, can you just throw in some musical performances? Like, spice it up a bit.
For the
Did you
Snitch?
see that the Oscars are like not having all of the best original song nominees sing? You know how
Why?
they always do?
Yeah.
So I saw somewhere that they're not, and Lin-Manuel Miranda saw it and like tweeted something, and because like I guess Mary Poppins song got the boot, which I can't say I'm unhappy about. And he was like, if this is really true, like he went off, you know. But apparently the only two that are going to be sung are Shallow, obviously, and a Kendrick Lamar one. But that's unconfirmed. But I read it, and Lin-Manuel responded to it, so there has to be some weight to it.
Interessante.
But that's what's the best
You know
part
who
of
else
the
was good
Oscars.
in Red Live?
I need musical performances to get me through. Do you know what I mean? I can't deal with this talking and the stupid jokes that aren't funny. I find award shows like, and the fact that they're 3 hours.
Yeah. The SAG Awards were so short. When it was over, I was like, oh my God, it's over?
I know. Honestly,
never had
I was
that
like,
feeling before.
Thank you.
Mario was good in Rent Live. He played the guy who was looking for the rent, who they owed the rent to.
I can't remember. I shut it off in the middle because I couldn't. Did you watch
he
the whole
was really
thing?
good,
No.
and I thought the same thing. And Zach and I meant to mention it last time, but I forgot. And then I was also reading an article about like justice for all these villains, like Gaston and Sharpay, and one of them was like justice for what's his name in the. I forget what his name is in the movie, but the guy who needs rent. It's like he's just trying to get paid. You know, like
Right.
pay your fucking rent. But I
Right.
guess he said that they never had to pay. But it's like this is New York City. You're living on the Lower East Side, and you're gonna get it right. There's no such thing as a free rent.
I wish.
And whatever. I don't even want to go into the plot. Like, anyways, Dynasty.
Oh yeah.
I would
I had
also-
something else to say, but now it's just slipping my mind.
People wanted me to recap Real Housewives of New Jersey, which I have to do because
Do
it
it.
was insane. It was one of the craziest episodes of Housewives that we've had in a very long time.
Okay.
There was just, they couldn't stop fighting, and then it was like a fire would be put out and another, it was like whack-a-mole of fights, you know, like at the dinner table. And I thought that the fight between Margaret, first of all, my thesis on this week's episode is Team Margaret all of the way, every which way.
Me too, because she follows me.
The fight between, and as a person, I love her, and on the show, I'm totally with her. And the fight between her and Jennifer, like, just kept getting escalated, and it didn't need to. And I'm so glad that they squashed it immediately. And like, I know I felt good about it ending. Margaret did, Jennifer did. Everyone was like fine with it because what happened was they bought this necklace for Teresa because she finished her competition. It was like a diamond necklace. It's strong. They gave
That's so
it,
nice.
Yeah, it was like Margaret's idea and Melissa, and they went and bought it, and they made it, and it's real diamonds, and they give it to, they go on vacation to celebrate that Teresa's done with her competition, and they give her the necklace. And Jennifer, who has been drinking, and she's also like, you know, beefs with Margaret a little bit, she was like, she didn't realize they were buying a real diamond necklace. She thought it was
Right.
costume, but she was just going in on the gift. She was like, wait, you bought a real diamond necklace? Why didn't you go to my brother? He's a jeweler. In front of Teresa as she's and it was just really like, it was bad form, but she had been drinking, and then it just got crazy because everything that Jennifer was saying was pissing Margaret off. And Margaret was like, you're drunk, like, blah, blah. And Jennifer's like, no, I'm on point. She's like, really? You're on point? Your lip liner looks like a monkey's asshole.
Oh my God.
And Jennifer goes, a monkey's asshole? That you fucking sucked. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
It was crazy because you know when your lipstick, like when you're eating and drinking and talking, the inside goes away, just the liner is
Yes,
there. Her
yes,
liner
all
was
too well.
brown, and her liner was like a dark brown, and her lips were a lighter brown.
Oh my.
And you know, it didn't not look like a monkey's asshole. It was so funny.
That is funny.
And so then the next day, they like kind of move on from it, and then at dinner that night, they get into it again, and Jennifer is talking about Margaret's mom. I guess she like had an affair with a married man for a long time, and Margaret met her husband. They were married to other people at the time, and Margaret's just going in on talking about who Jennifer's going in talking about who Margaret's mom sleeps with, like all this really below the belt stuff.
Oh, that's
and
not
Margaret goes, she was like, well, your husband sleeps in the pool house. And she was like, no, he doesn't. She was like, you're right, he's sleeping at his girlfriend's house. She was being so mean. She was like, that's word on the street. And then Jennifer got it from the table. She was so upset, obviously. She was freaking out. And Margaret immediately admitted, she was like, I don't know that. I just said that to get under her skin and just make her mad. So Jennifer comes back to the table, and Margaret, like, she had a pit, and she was like, I'm sorry I said that. It was below the belt. I just was, like, really just trying to
Well, good for her, because I feel like no one ever apologizes.
No one ever apologizes. So Jennifer accepted her apology, and they really moved on. The next day, they're having a nice time. They're on camels, riding, good time. Then they go to dinner. And Danielle and Teresa start bringing up what Margaret said the night before, even though everyone else had moved on.
About
Jennifer's
girlfriend.
husband.
Okay.
And then Danielle just starts going in on Margaret, talking about how her kids don't talk to her grandchildren don't talk to her, why aren't her kids around her? And Margaret's like, Danielle, you are irrelevant to me. And not even listening to her, but Danielle won't stop.
Right.
And eventually Margaret gets up and throws a drink on Danielle and walks out. And then Danielle is still talking about how Margaret is so wrong, and Teresa is taking Danielle's side. And, like, it's impossible.
Are Teresa and Margaret usually?
They're usually fine, but ever since Danielle and Margaret have had beef, Teresa has taken Danielle's side, and Danielle is completely wrong. Yeah. Completely. And then so Melissa jumps in and is like, Teresa, how are you taking Danielle's side right now? Like, it is so clear. Like, it was just so clear, and I felt so bad for Margaret. Like, she stormed off. Like, people are talking about her family, and it's like, in New Jersey, there's like, they have an unwritten rule. You know, they're very like, blood is thicker than water.
Right.
You do not talk about people's families. You don't talk about their husbands. You don't talk about their kids, and you don't talk about their moms. Everyone's talking about Margaret's husbands, kids, mom, and it's okay.
Right.
And then she throws a drink, and she's the wrong one.
Right.
It was so crazy, and it just made me like so upset that then Teresa, like, is even saying in her interview, so not even in the heat of the moment, that Margaret's wrong. That
like, she's still standing by.
Like, she's still defending Danielle, and it's like, how?
Right.
How? It was so crazy. And then Jennifer is, like, still, like, turning up and drinking so much. When she drinks, she's being so crazy. And someone threw a wine glass, and everyone was like, it wasn't me. And Melissa was like, no, Jennifer, it was you. And Jennifer grabs the glass, smacks it down on the table. She's like, if it was me, you know it was me.
Oh my God.
It was really one of the wildest episodes of Housewives that I've seen in so long.
Wow, that is crazy.
You should watch.
I know. It's just so much work, and it's like, where do I start? I actually really want to watch Vanderpump
But you
Rules.
are always looking for shows to watch.
I know, but there's something about, I just like hate like catching up on like reality shows. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, I know that this isn't relevant anymore when I'm so far, like,
right, but it's
years behind.
You should watch Vanderpump Rules because
I know.
like the stuff that happened in season 1 that like has nothing to do with where we're at today. It's almost like watching different people where like
right.
Stassi and Jax are dating.
I think I might have watched the first season when you guys were watching.
And that Jax got someone in Vegas pregnant. And no one believes it, but like Stassi was like, I think that it's true, and all of her friends like left her. They all took Jax aside, and it turned out to be true.
Does he have a kid now?
No. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they like got an abortion or whatever. It was crazy.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
So you need to get a little more into the Bravo universe, but I understand that like when I was in college, I wasn't watching Real Housewives. I missed a lot of seasons, but now that you're going to be an adult soon, I think that it's time.
Oh God, just another pit to add.
Yeah, you have a lot going on.
To adult world.
What are you feeling about The Bachelor this season?
Like, you know, torture. I know who wins because some asshole ruined it for me. So it's like you watch with a different perspective, you know? But I don't know. Like, I know you love Colton. I don't not like Colton. It's just like, I feel like the show is just a fake show. Like, I'm watching a show that is just a scripted TV series by ABC.
I don't know. I feel the need to protect Colton.
I understand. No, I'm not going in on him. It's more so a thing of just like the production and all of it. It's like all these girls are thirst monster generals. Not one of them is there to actually find love. Even probably the person who wins. Like, it just is so fake.
I don't know. I've had a much
I hope
easier
Colton
time.
doesn't actually like give up his virginity for this show. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, that would be so
sad.
Awkward. Yeah.
Like you.
But there's been so many steamy makeouts. Like,
I
feel like it's going to get
him on the bed.
It's going to get so steamy in the fantasy suite.
Well, because I'm sure he's like, you know,
ready to
jumping
burst.
on it. But it's, I don't know. I have no idea. I really, really would love Hannah G to be the Bachelorette, but like they'll never give us what we want ever.
No, I don't know if I want her to be the Bachelorette yet. I haven't heard enough from her.
I don't want her on Paradise.
And also,
too
like,
good.
what's her story? Does she have a story?
I don't know. Remember, well, in last week's episode when she was like, I really want to open up, like, blah, 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 she didn't say one thing.
No.
But then she acted, she was like, I feel so much better.
If that was her opening up that she's nervous, like, she won't be the Bachelorette.
Right, because she might just not have a story. She might have just lived an easy life.
Right, which is fine for her, but, like, we need a Bachelorette that's a little more dynamic.
Yeah. I don't know. But I feel like the
But
show might
maybe,
end
are
soon.
you feeling some sort of resentment towards like this season and Colton because you're not there fighting for his love?
No, I think about that actually, by the way, all the time. Like, imagine I was
you would
there.
have crushed that fitness competition.
I know, I was thinking that. I could totally move that limo. I don't know. I just don't think I could, like, handle it. Like, I think that if I'd be
These
in that
girls
house...
this season, like, I feel like you could have made some good friends. And
I feel like I could have made some good friends.
I feel like you and Demi would hit it off. I really like her.
No, I like her too. I think Courtney is a psychopath.
Yeah.
Like, truly, through and through. And, like, the fact that he sent her home was, like, honestly, bravo.
He's doing everything right. And he sent home Tracy, so we don't have to be subject to any of her poor fashion choices.
No,
any
and
longer.
Demi was like, and Demi just, like, was winning. She's like, bye, bye,
She was
bye.
winning. She was like, oh my God.
Who else?
Being
Who's
so
next?
funny.
Dynasty. That's really what I'm here to talk about. That's really why I showed up this morning.
Go off, sis.
Okay. Once again, truly the greatest show on television. Liz Gillies just is unparalleled.
I'm gonna put my hair up for this.
Like, I love her so much, and the stories and the characters are so great. But now let me get specific. If you haven't watched last week's episode, I'm sorry. Liam's back, and Fallon is fighting to win. And I just have to say, I think last week's episode was one of the most iconic, best episodes that they've had. Because there were so many scenes that were just, like, amazing.
And
they
I'm
went
loving the
skiing.
girl group.
Me too. And they went skiing, and, you know, we love skiing, as we've spoken about. So, like, the skiing fashion, I was here for. And then there was just so many things, like, the scene where Kirby, who, by the way, I really love Kirby, and I knew I would.
You always said.
I was always rooting for her. Like, in the beginning, she's supposed to be crazy, psycho, and, like, I knew that wasn't actually what it was.
Stella Thorne.
Right. Fella Thorne and Foey Foich together. So Sam and her doing, like, the whole, you know, thing on the person's, on whatever,
Yeah.
Amber, was that her name? That was just, like, epic. Like, you know, like, girl power.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, like, the
They
bar
didn't have to
scene.
take off an eyebrow. And why couldn't she just wash her hair? There was just gel in it.
I don't know. There were a lot of things.
The eyebrow was savage.
Yeah, but you know what? That girl's really annoying. And, like, I would want
No,
to
but
cut
what
off
if
her
she
eyebrow,
was
too.
nice? Like, they still would have done the same thing to her. Luckily, she's an
Right,
asshole.
but she was an asshole. So we can't think like that.
Yeah, okay.
And then the scene in the bar with the dancing, like, and I also just love when, like, Liz Gillies sings.
I know. She needs to do it more.
They do, like, really try and incorporate it as much as possible without making it a musical. And Crystal grew on me. Everybody grew on me.
Who do you like better, New Crystal or Old Crystal?
I don't know.
I love New Crystal, but I also loved Old Crystal.
I really liked Old Crystal, too.
And I loved Old Crystal style.
Me, too. I'm not really here for New Crystal style.
Yeah, she's more of like a relaxed look, like laid back. Like Old Crystal was more of a businesswoman, so she was always wearing like cool pantsuits.
Yeah, and, like, she was just, like, savage. And just, like, I'm getting the vibe that, like, New Crystal, like, really isn't, like, here for, like, the soccer team.
No, but also, in the beginning of this season, in the first episode, there was something shady when she was back at her physical therapy thing. Like, it was looking like she was gonna plan to get into this family. Like, not that she was the real Crystal who met Old Crystal.
Right.
So, like, are we waiting for something to come out?
The whole thing about M. Jennings or whatever.
Right.
But I also really, what I'm here to talk about is Liam, because she came and she was trying to get Liam back. And, like, here's the thing. I'm almost positive that Liam is endgame here, because, like, I do think that they're probably going to do what, like, the audience wants, because, like, why wouldn't you? And, like, I read Twitter, like, on the live whatever, and nobody likes Colleen, probably because he makes terrible decisions, and I truly can't stand him. But Liam said some things on this week's episode that, like, you can't really take back.
No.
And it's like, how do you repair that? And it's like, I understand, right, when she's ready for him, like, it's not going to be, like, that easy. Like, she's going to have to work for it. Totally. I didn't expect for them to, like, get back together right away. There would be no show.
But you're saying there's no coming back from
I
this.
don't know. He was, like, really, really,
But I
really
thought
mean.
he said some tough things, but he also said some true things. Like, I think what needs to happen is Fallon needs to go back to her roots of, like, being a boss woman, like, she needs some sort of business endeavor. She's not working right now, technically. And that's so much of who he did fall in love with. And I think she needs to work on herself, and then and they might get back together, or maybe it will be a new person.
I agree. No, she definitely, like, needs to get back to, like, business, being, like, you know, badass bitch. And, you know, on my Twitter, like, strolling, even though I don't have a Twitter, I was looking at her Twitter, and she responds to people's questions about it, and someone was like, are we getting business Liz back? I mean, Fallon, whatever, same person. And she was like, yes, but she was like, Fallon's a hot mess right now, and she's, like, just trying to figure it out, which is true. She's, like, dealing with a lot of things, and so she's making bad decisions, and she's doing dumb things. I get it. So hopefully she just, like, comes through it, and she's just, like, even better than ever. And like, I hope the show never gets canceled. You don't understand. I love it. I think it's the greatest thing that's ever happened to us.
I agree. And especially the clothing.
And just like all of it. And like that it's in Atlanta. Like it's just, all of it is just so cool.
It's so cool. Anyway, so if you need something to do this weekend, I heard there might be something going on Sunday, but I just can't remember. Definitely watch Dynasty. Oh, I wish I was someone who had never seen Dynasty before and I could enjoy it from the beginning.
Me too. And like, but where it was last season, how it started is just so like different from where it is right now, I think.
Yeah, I think how it started, you thought it was going to be like a little cheesy and stupid and like, oh.
It does take a few episodes to get into, I'll say.
Yeah,
I remember the first 4 episodes, I was like, really?
And
then
the
you get
like,
hooked.
some of the writing was a little cheesier and like, you know, Fallon was just like a bitch.
And you don't like Fallon at the beginning.
Yeah, and she like didn't have really a heart, and so you're like, who am I even fucking rooting for? I don't like these people.
Right.
But then, I don't know, someone came in and gave the show a little more heart and soul.
And like direction.
And now I love everyone.
Me too. Like, I love everyone.
Except for Steven.
Yeah, except he's like kind of not really on the show anymore.
But now he's in New York somewhere.
I know. I thought he was in Atlanta. Oh, I don't know. And then also, what's her name? Colby's sister? Is it Monique? What is it?
Oh,
Why can't
Jeff's sister.
Yeah.
Why can't you remember her name?
I don't know.
She'll
She'll
so
never grow
fucking
on me.
beautiful.
Oh, I know.
My God. No, I like her except when she's
First-
being mean to Fallon.
I just like, I don't know. She rubs me the wrong way, but yeah, I love her outfits, honestly.
What is her name?
Someone with an M. I know
Yeah.
I'm not wrong. Monica.
That is so funny. I love her outfits. I think she's so beautiful. And I love when her and Fallon are good. And I love that they went. We need to go to Sun Valley. Where is it? We're going. I think it's in Idaho.
I think it's in
Idaho.
Idaho. Ho.
Well, anyways, Counselor Snitch, thank you so much for hosting with me today. You did such a fabulous job. Thank you for bringing really the youth's perspective to the show. We are back on Monday. I will be hosting with Darren, so it'll be very Bravo heavy. Oh, I probably should have waited to recap until Monday, but you know what?
It's good. You can
again.
I'm sure there are people who didn't watch it because I'm on it.
Because you're on it.
Yeah.
They're anti-snitch.
Maybe. You never know.
And even though the Italian camper obviously had to leave early, so sad to see her go.
Maybe she'll pick me up later.
Maybe you'll pick her up.
Right.
Loving the hat for you. I guess I'm gonna have to let you keep it now.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah, because you look so cute and you're a Revolve girl now, and I'm really happy.
Oh, and I can wear it tomorrow. I have a birthday tomorrow night that I have to look good at.
I look fucking terrible for a girl who's getting married in a few weeks. Like I need to step up my game. I don't know what I look. I look like I'm hosting the fucking SAG Awards. That's how fucking saggy I look today.
No,
Like,
honestly,
just
today,
like-
you know, and sometimes like, well, I didn't have the patience to do my hair, hence I'm very happy for this. But you know, and sometimes like your makeup just like, it's just not working for you. And that's me today.
And today I was feeling like I just ordered a bunch of really cute clothes, and I haven't gone shopping for like like I've obviously gone shopping, but for like events. So I'm always getting like a new dress for this, but not for like the show. And I actually ordered some clothes recently, and now I'm like waiting for them to come. So it's like until
Where'd
they come.
you order from?
Fashion Nova and Shop Up and a few other places.
I need to
some
order
dresses.
like some like tops like this, you know?
Yeah, I need to order some tops for this show because I just look like a bag of potatoes today. A garbage bag full of potatoes with like no bronzer on them. Cutie. Anyways, bye guys. We will see you on Monday, and on Monday we'll know who won the Super Bowl, and so that will be crazy.
Go Pats Nation.
Go Steens Nation. Bye. Follow us.
At Margo Oshry, at Body by Snitch.
At Technical Problems, at Pup with No Job.